first job as a TV news reporter as a cadet with ABC TV in Melbourne. So I'd seen cameras before and was slightly used to talking into them, but the other guys hadn't. And it was very... I think that's the only reason they asked me to join them, because they were so... Not intimidated by the prospect of doing TV, but I think... Because I wasn't one of the founding editors.
Oh, you weren't on board with the journal originally.
I wrote for it, but I wasn't an editor of it. And I mean, I wrote a few articles for it, but Charles Firth, who found the magazine or newspaper, when they got the offer as a pilot, I think decided to call me up from Melbourne. I hadn't met the other guys. So I moved to Sydney because they thought I might have some TV experience.
And so you sent your articles from Melbourne initially before the TV started?
Yeah, I used to email them. I was a journalist by day, writing straight stories, and then I often wrote the same story up as a satirical article at night.
Oh.
And I didn't even have a computer at home in my secluded flat. This is the era before everyone had computers.
So you hand wrote it, the satirical?
No, I stayed in...
2002 was the era before computers.
This would have been 2000. Most people, normal people would have had them, but I hadn't bought a computer.
Okay.
And it would have been about, 2000, 1999, 2000. And I used to stay back at the ABC office late till about 10 or 11 at night each day to write articles for the Chaser. Basically using taxpayer-funded facilities to exploit my hobby, yeah.
Wow.
Appalling, really.
And where did the satirical, how did you compare the satirical with the deadpan? What was more popular?
I don't know what you mean by that.
What do people prefer, or
Yes.
What was the reaction?
What do you mean by deadpan?
The more conservative commentary that you wrote during the day.
Well, I certainly preferred doing the humorous stuff, and I think I was better at it. I was never a great journo. Rachel would be a better journo than me, I'm guessing. Being a TV reporter is actually quite easy. You just have to, to minute 10, you have to feel, and it's normally spoon-fed to you via press releases and photo opportunities that are put on for you. So, I mean, I was able to do the job, but I wasn't particularly inspired or excited by it. Whereas I really did get excited about writing comedy, and it's all I ever wanted to do, but I assumed there'd never be an opportunity to do it. Like when you read the classifieds in the Saturday paper, you never see comedy writer wanted. And
it's like you wonder if you could ever make a living out of capturing people at random party events and having intimate, interesting conversations. And I've always wanted to do it, and I think it is certainly possible. And the caliber of people just increase with time.
You start out with us, and eventually
you build.
And we build. No.
Eventually, who do you want to get eventually, Emily?
I'd love to
Rachel Hill and Chris Taylor.
Oh, Tracy Emin,
Yeah.
on her bed?
With her bed and her